Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm playing some more Genshin Impact. Today's video is a little bit experimental, but at the same time I want to finish up some things that I have kind of just pending. Most notably, the end of the actual, at least I think it's the end of the actual storyline, so far. So I guess we'll do that. Yeah, it's called A Fond Farewell, so I should do that. I also noticed that I have this unlocked now. God, I hate this map so much. I have this unlocked now, which I haven't done yet. So I should probably do that. It's another weekly thing that I unlocked by finally doing this part of the story. I really need some of these. I really wish these weekly bosses had co-op. It would be so much less of a chore to do if it was as easy as that. But yeah, let's just finish this up. I also don't really want to fight him again, but I guess I'm gonna have to. Oh, you know what? Before that, I should probably switch to my new typical team. Going with Mona. At 60 FPS, you're probably going to be able to notice all of those little micro stutters that I that I have to deal with. It's a lot easier to note. Like that, did you see that? Yeah. I hate those. Alright. Apparently need to talk to this person. Ah, this is the funeral parlor. Okay. I was wondering where it was. So this is Hu Tao's building, huh? Oh, I can't wait for Hu Tao. Hu Tao, I'm waiting for you. Alright.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
Is Hu Tao here? Also Zhongli. But he's secondary.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
To pay me back?
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui?
I wonder why it belongs to the Fatui. Doesn't Liyue have its own bank?
Last time we saw Zhongli was before
It should
we went
have,
to the
like...
Golden House.
I never thought about that before, but that's a very pressing thing for a country that, like, it's really important for a country to have its own banks. And the fact that Liyue Harbor's bank is owned by, like, another country is a bit concerning. Especially since apparently Liyue has been, you know, a merchant capital for a very long time. Why didn't it have its own banks before the Fatui came?
Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
I hate how I've grown to really like Paimon. She's just so charming to me now. It's mostly the effort the voice actress puts in. That's what I think it is. Cutscene? Oh,
you call
cutscene.
this cooperation between harbingers.
Oh,
cooperation
that
involves
person.
communication, you know.
Don't take it to
I didn't want to see her
child.
again.
Besides, aren't you happy that you got to
Easy to be
skip
condescending
the
to him.
formalities and bring
Since you could
chaos
call him
to
his
the
name.
land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Her design is so bad.
Hey, it's Zhongli and
Oh, I don't want a
Chao.
close-up of that.
And you're also...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name.
I wish I... Well, I did forget your appearance until now.
Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
That makes it sound much worse than it was, I think.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map.
It's not that long
This is
ago.
certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Did you know he was a Fatui Harbinger before?
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
I hated it. I hated it so much.
Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Well, I'm sure you lead on a bunch of people to different things as well. But, what about Zhongli?
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here.
No more close-ups of her, please.
You remember the agreement, Morax.
Morax.
Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so he is, the god of this land.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Yeah. So, another one that looks like one of those chess pieces from No Game No Life. Yeah, I did have my suspicions.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah. I guess he maybe didn't want to be the god of Liyue anymore. That's the only thing I could think of at the moment.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain.
Please, I do need an explanation.
As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come, until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer.
Okay, cool, but like, why give it to her, though?
So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
Yeah, but why the Fatui? Like, you could have given it to someone else that you thought was worthy of receiving it.
Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I don't think too much has changed. Then again, I didn't know what this place was like before. It was maybe like a day or so of me being here before that happened.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore.
I didn't get any rest during all of that after fighting Child.
The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people.
Thanks to a little girl.
And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence,
Ooh?
far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Child, just as I had requested.
Who was that?
All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, Traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing.
Yeah, but again, why would you give anything to her? She's not nice.
I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
I just noticed he has like a ponytail. There's a lot of really subtle ponytails in this game.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
No, you could stay deceived. Somebody deceive him more.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything.
Oh, please put on like a cloak or something.
If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
It hasn't changed before or after from before to after the battle. So I don't know what they mean by this.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
You've really embarrassed yourself this time.
Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
I don't like this.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Well, that's reasonable. She's a little hard on the eyes.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Yeah, well, we kind of know this already. He wanted freedom from his obligations. His very, very old obligations. But... yeah, it was a person, right? I think... a woman? I'm thinking maybe... Ganyu? Because she's ice? I don't know.
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
No, but then again, she was
no
with
idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis?
the rich lady, not Zhongli.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts.
Here's a very empty bank.
As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself
What?
in your
Are you
future
kidding me?
journeys.
You could just tell me. You could tell me. You're right. Tell me. Why is there nobody here? I could steal things. Give me all the Mora. Yeah, there's not going to be anything there anymore ever again.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying
Yes.
to organize it.
Day.
It would be a real shame not to go there now.
I can't wait to see.
Always easier to just glide there. Which one is supposed to be first? Let's go with this one. Oh, there's people there. Huh. Guess I have to talk to them, I guess.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
That guy's voice sounds familiar.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed.
Your foot is inside the ground, sir.
I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel.
But the god appeared after the death.
Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Alright, I guess we have to listen in on this conversation, too.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
How did they get that information?
Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
That you'll have the only bank in Liyue?
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Oh, it's daytime now. Those conversations sure went on a long time.
Please be mindful.
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed.
I guess not. I guess it wasn't widely accepted that he was dead. But it felt like it was. Might make sense considering not everyone saw the corpse. But there was a lot of people there. There was a lot of eyes and ears.
Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not, and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors, or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said.
For some reason I didn't get either of these from that. I guess they meant that he wasn't murdered, that he just died. He, like of natural causes or something.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything.
Yeah, well, it's only been revealed to me so far.
Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
Maybe.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now.
Probably using all the stuff we collected. Oh, characters I know. And have.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
Also Ganyu, don't forget that, Paimon.
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
Hey, we know this guy.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
It's a lot of important people here right now. People we know.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
And this kind of has the same problem as Skyrim, where there's supposedly a capital, but there's like 15 people here.
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan.
Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
I have you gone you. I don't feel bad anymore.
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
Ooh, more reputation. Very nice.
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
You. Also, gone you.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Oh my god, you really should talk more. He has a voice, like he has a voice actor anyway. I don't know why they don't make him talk. But that was a funny, like, hey look, the stuff we got. Totally respectful. That's probably his type, right here. Ping is his old fling. Wink wink. Oh, okay. Okay, talk to the people. So just talk to random people? Oh, just these people with names.
Ah, Rex Lapis. Oh, Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, if everyone's of the same mind as me...
But they're not the same body as you. Look at that. You use your wealth in a certain way, don't you?
Perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity.
More money from... Okay, I'm not gonna go there anymore. Okay, so I guess I could talk to... I want to talk to
The
Ganyu.
cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
Now Ganyu. I mean, now catching.
Why you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless?
Ooh, did I impress you?
If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
I could tell you lots of things in private. Okay,
Huh. And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it.
Oh.
But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis.
You seem disappointed.
Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
I don't think I understand what that means, but... I think that means that... harem time? He has a lot of candidates. Official, Mona. Catching now. Ganyu, I haven't seen really too much. Oh yeah, I need to do Mona's quest. I know at least one person that wants to see that. Hey look, Zhongli. Oh, I didn't fall in this time.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again.
They're taking a lot of moments of silence, just standing there and not moving unless you talk to them.
And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years?
I actually really like his voice now. It fits him so well.
Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Liyue kiosk.
If that was a god, he would have this voice. This is a godly voice, unlike Venti. He's more godly than Venti is.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Liyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
Considering he's hiding... I feel like he's hiding his true identity now from most people, so I don't think he's going to exercise any sort of power on anyone at this point. So, Paimon has a point.
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do.
So is that, Gnosis not his power? I guess I missed the actual lore regarding that, because I feel like I don't think he has those, like, godly abilities anymore.
When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to.
That was fairly obvious.
But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Oh, Paimon. I was gonna say something before I heard her say that, and now I forgot. What was I going to say? Shoot, I forgot.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives.
Oh shoot, there's slavery here? That's not good.
The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
So, did he only become Zhongli, like, incredibly recently, though? If so, how did he get this job so quickly?
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
Yeah, that's kind of why we came here in the first place, and now we finally get to talk to him face to face, and I think our actual goal in coming here is probably... Well, I mean, we've confirmed that he's not the god that we're looking for, so... I guess it is time to move on.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also
the
we're
going to
shogun of
Japan.
Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
I hope she doesn't have the same sort of design that all the other, like, really tall female characters have. We need some tall, flat ones. It would be especially appropriate for Japan. Well, not the tall part, but you know what I mean.
That said, the While people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year.
So we have some sort of confirmation that Paimon was here a year ago, which means her encountering the Traveler wasn't the beginning of her existence, at least.
Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
Then again, how long has this journey been? Like, at the beginning of the game, Paimon and the Traveler met 2 months ago. But how much time has passed since then, canonically? I do wonder. Because at this point, she just confirmed that a year ago, she was a thing. She was, a being that existed in this world. But that's the furthest back that we can trace her existence to. And if a year ago the Traveler was also here, then we can't really confirm anything anymore, can we?
It's because of visions.
I remember when I didn't really understand what visions were. It is a weird name for something so important and different. They could have just called them like catalysts or something. Elemental catalysts.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those
Magical
who have been
foci would have
acknowledged by the
also been an
gods.
interesting and more apt way to name them.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
That doesn't sound good.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
That does not seem good. That sounds like some sort of, war machine.
They want to seize
A literal one.
visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
What? Why would something that someone give away belong to the type of person that gives it away? That doesn't make sense to me. That's some flawed logic right there. But I was just wondering at this moment, and it got me really excited. They say Inazuma is close by sea, which means it has the possibility of being an actual island, which, if it's a really large island, it would be really interesting to explore. Though, I have a feeling it's just gonna expand the map more, so I don't know how big that would be.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm.
Well, she doesn't seem very nice, so I kind of take that back. It's probably best for her to not be attractive. Make her what's her name? That lady, the BDSM nun from the 1.2 update. Forgot what her name was.
The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now
Or Senora.
passed away will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven.
So she considers herself pretty superior to everyone else clearly.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, sure.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know.
Man, they're still just standing there. Nothing is going on over there. That is the longest moment of silence that has ever happened.
That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in
clue them
secret
in.
that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well.
Well, they should be pretty happy then.
How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions?
Nope.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah,
about that. Can we kill him?
Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
Hang him.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the Ancient God.
Well, summoning the Ancient God in the first place is, I think, worthy of kind of putting him in jail at the very least, but more... Like, he was gonna murder a lot of people with that. Like, goddamn. If we didn't stop that thing, it would have just destroyed everything and everyone in Liyue would have died. So, and he did that willingly. He's a mass murderer.
I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
They're in control now.
Time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti. Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been...
Nah.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, you just make money, huh?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora into that?
There's no more mint. I think he was the sole mint in Liyue, so I don't know how more money is going to be made now.
Since Morax is dead, are they all just going to disappear?
That would be unreasonable. He already created it.
Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
Yeah, I was wondering about that building when I figured out he was the one that made the Mora.
The Mora present now will not vanish, but the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy
It's like a
period
magical
of time,
currency
since
then.
creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
I run out of Mora all the time.
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
I don't think he did.
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
That he didn't do that.
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Alright, that's it, I guess.
Well, then. I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Oh, I guess that's it. Now there's more quests I can finally do. But, you know, those quests, they're not typically voiced, so there's no... I don't have any sort of big... oh, shoot, they left. I don't have any sort of big draw to record those. So I probably won't. However, the character quests I really need to start doing soon. Where are they? Here, maybe? Story quests. Oh, I can unlock these now, finally. Ooh, Ganyu. Huh, okay. There we go. I'd had those locked for such a long time. So this means I'm probably going to come across this at some point, just like I came across Mona's by accident. I really wish I could have recorded that. What's this? Cyclops? Okay. So he's that. This is Shadow of Yourself, Flore. So this is probably Ganyu. And then this is Ningguang. Oh yeah, I still haven't done that. I should probably get to that at some point. Let's activate this one, just so I don't do it by accident at some point. Oh, I have to go over there. Alright, so maybe I won't encounter that by accident, because I've already been there. So what happens if I... Oops. If I just click this? Oh, nothing. I wonder why this one doesn't have a title. Alright, well, I guess that means that's it for this episode. Let me know if you prefer this at a higher bit rate. Like this. Oh man, those physics. Boom. Bounce. Bounce. Okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my conclusion to this, finally. And I hope you enjoyed it being at 60 FPS. So with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.